I don't know, man. Whatever. Hopefully they're kettle sours. This is a weird show.
Most of them are kettle sours.
Wild ale and
I think you're live.
We are live. That was the best way to see the view.
Yeah, let me. Your head's
The thing like covers it otherwise.
Ooh, too far, too far.
Too far?
I tilted it up so you weren't. The top of your head wasn't cut off.
Jeff always be making the invites.
What are you guys invited to?
The next door.
I was reading.
No, we must do it at someone else's house. That's why it's funny he's making the invite.
Whose house
Are we live? We're live, right?
Yeah, you are live.
Sweet.
You're live.
Welcome to the pre-stream of the beer explaining show. We would do a, we would set this whole thing up ahead of time if we were more professional, but we're kind of doing this on a phone and you can't see the damn camera until you push start because the text takes up the whole damn thing. It's very frustrating, actually.
That is true. That is true. Bottle opener.
Oh, good. All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Awesome. Well, welcome to Beer Explaining.
Welcome to Beer Explaining. I would be Beer Snob Esquire.
I am Hoppy Hippo.
And today we're going to have a little bit of Southern California fun.
It's more like Central California fun, but whatever.
Bakersfield? It's right on the edge.
It's before the grapevine.
It is before. Yeah, I don't agree, but sure.
It's probably closer to Fresno than LA.
It's pretty close to Fresno. That is true.
Fresno's Stone Cold Central Valley or Stone Cold Central
Valley. On Instagram. Or
we're not on Instagram. We're on Twitch.
Twitch. That's why. Go to the Twitch.
Where you're streaming on is confusing. I know. We just keep.
I think
Twitch is the best streaming spot.
I agree.
I just think it's easy because then I can export straight from there like YouTube and all. That's very easy.
Share to.
It's very easy. Then you like someone to come on and join and watch us chat.
Join us.
Some strange person who wants to watch people talk about beer.
For Bakersfield Sours.
Is there a way to tell your followers that you're streaming?
I think it auto triggers it. When I go live, it should auto trigger on the other thing. Yeah, it should auto trigger.
Yeah, it pops up.
There we go. Auto trigger. All right,
cool. I've shared. I have the chat.
All right, yeah. So back to what we're saying. We're saying doing Bakersfield sours.
Yes.
So, we do have 4 of them today. I don't know if we're gonna get through all 4.
I don't know. We'll see.
They're all bombers, so it's kind of a lot of sour.
It's a lot. It's a lot of sour. Yes, it's a very lot of sour. They're not all huge though. Like
that's good. At least. This is all right. So read us this one. We're gonna start with this one.
This one's from Dionysus Brewing. Peach on Through. Love the title. American sour aged in oak with peaches, cinnamon, and vanilla beans. This one sounds.
So you stopped at Dionysus, right? So what was the facility like? It's like always been on my list, but like I think they open late, right?
They do open late.
So
I actually had to wait.
Ever time right. Every time we've gone to LA or San Diego, we've driven through there sometime around like noon, and I'm like Dionysus, and I was like opens at 3.
Yeah, it opened at 4. I got to where I was going at 2, so I had to kill 2 hours at Lengthwise. So just had a long.
At least there was another spot open.
But yes, Lengthwise was actually very nice. But Dionysus was a little smaller than Lengthwise. Lengthwise was huge. Lengthwise is a lot like Lead Dog. It was massive. But it was Dionysus was bless you. Sorry. Dionysus was smaller, quaint, but very, very good beers. Very good beers. So like I said, I just stopped, grabbed a few. I got 2 from Dionysus and 2 from Lengthwise, and figured.
We'll try them. All right, so well, let's try. We'll make sure we do at least 1 Dionysus and 1 Lengthwise probably today. I'm not sure we'll do all 4 though. It feels like a lot.
It does feel good.
And I wasn't sure you guys were coming over because I pre-gamed.
Oh, nice. I did. Ooh.
You didn't pre-game?
I did not. No.
That's unbelievable, frankly.
My first beer of the day.
But you watched football earlier?
Yeah.
Without drinking?
Football, puzzling. Doing some wow.
Wow, this is really fragrant.
It smells great, actually. Pour a little bit for producer A over there.
I can smell it just sitting here in front of me.
Yes, you can actually, the aroma hits from this far. It's absolutely beautiful though. Oh, sure.
Yeah, I didn't have to lift it to my nose at all or anything like that. So, color-wise, it looks good.
Yeah, color-wise, it looks like a good sour.
It's got decent carbonation, not too much. That's nice.
Yes. It's got, if you looked at it, you would guess apricot or peach is going to be in the flavors.
I don't see any chunks. That's a good sign.
Usually a good sign. Actually, it almost looks like there's some fermentation going on the top. It's kind of neat.
It's an American sour ale?
Yes.
Oh, aged in oak. God, there's very little way we're going to like this.
No, it's probably not going to go well. But,
God damn it, it smells good.
It smells good.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
I'm hoping I like it.
Oh, I think it's really good. The
That is not the worst thing I've had today.
it's what I'll say is the you get the sweetness up front and the sour is kind of a late.
It's a big pucker, but it's like a harsh pucker.
It is a good pucker, but
my eyes almost want to crinkle. Like it's actually it's a very heavy tartness. Like,
it is very tart, yes.
But it starts with just enough sweetness to.
I agree. Yeah.
Level it out, which is usually not what I get. I get kind of like nothing and then tart.
I mean, it almost smells like a wine. It's just got so much aroma going on.
You might also be smelling hair dye.
That's it.
I don't know about that, but you know.
Might be smelling hair dye.
I mean, it's pretty good.
It's actually, I if I were to have ordered this, I wouldn't be disappointed. A lot of times when I get wild sours, I'm about 3 sips and done.
I definitely would not want more than an 8-ounce pour on it.
I agree. But you don't normally, I don't think you would for big sours anyway. It's just so much flavor and so much. I don't know.
So I mean,
AIDS about all
so the flavors. So according to this thing, we should be getting peach, cinnamon, vanilla, and beans. No, I'm kidding.
Vanilla.
Peach, cinnamon, and vanilla beans.
Yes.
So
I get the peach.
let me run through them. Make sure I get them all.
I get the peach. I don't get much cinnamon. And you only get a tiny bit of vanilla at the beginning, but the sour just takes over everything at the end.
Yeah, you
And
definitely get the peach. I think the vanilla comes at the very, very, very end, like super late in. I get like a small vanilla on the back of my palate, like
Yeah, a little
very,
bit.
very bad, like
Yeah.
at the very, very end, like the aftertaste almost.
Yes. I would agree, but like I said, this is, if I were rating this based on just the sours, this is a very solid sour.
Oh yeah, it's
This
really,
is
really good. For a straight, like a not kettle sour,
Yep.
it's like a 4 1/4, I think. It's
I
very,
agree.
very
Yeah.
good. The cinnamon, I think, maybe just helps sort of level out the initial tartness. I think it's probably what the cinnamon's doing. The aged in oak thing, I'm not really getting it at all. I think that it's doesn't make a difference if you age it in oak, honestly, because oak. It doesn't say it's like it's not an alcohol.
Right.
It just happens to be in oak barrels.
And I think
which
that's.
I don't think impart flavor.
But it does a little bit, you know. You age wine in oak, red wines in oak. I think what it's doing though is I think the purpose of aging in oak is that's what more of the true wild sours are aged in.
But I mean, has anyone done any science on this? I mean, if you straight aged it in like, whatever, stainless steel versus the oak, is the flavor really different if you did the same thing?
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Have they tested this?
I don't know if they tested
Well,
it.
honey, just
Try
try
two
two different beers that are.
No, if you took the same beer and you aged one in oak and you aged one in
I think you get
stainless steel,
They
you sure you get the
probably
flavors?
have, and that's why they decided on oak,
I would expect in wine. That's the thing is they probably didn't.
or this was their test.
No, the reason they decided on oak was because of wine barrels and because wine's been getting made since like the fucking 3rd century or something, if not before, right? And you couldn't exactly do
You
this
look
shit
like
in
the
stainless
Jack
steel then.
It's true.
Great.
Right, so it's just tradition. I'm saying, like, the oak barrel aging is tradition. I'm saying there's likely you could age it in different things, and I think it would have the same effect. I think the aging of the beer is the important thing, less so than the vessel in which you age it in.
I don't agree.
That's what I'm saying. I think that might be the
I
case.
don't agree.
I don't know. We'd have to look
It would
at
be fun to try.
Look like the Joker.
I don't know how we try. We'll try it sometime.
We would. We could. We'd be able to get a hands on a small barrel.
Get a small oak barrel, a small stainless steel barrel, make some beer, and just leave them in there for a month.
Yep.
And hope that it comes out.
Probably longer than a month, right? I would assume. How long do you
If you're aging, yeah. Let's see how
How
long was
do
this one?
stouts?
This unique edition of peach was peach on through is aged in freshly emptied
Yeah, there's more than
peach
that.
on through barrels
So I was like, we'll just
with
do it
spent
all.
fruit, cinnamon, vanilla beans. After a year of aging, we added fresh Matsumoto peaches, cinnamon, and vanilla to take this already delicious sour ale to the next level.
So dark hair.
It almost feels like cheating.
It kind
Yeah,
of does.
we won't miss any spots.
Because they took the beer and they aged it for an entire year, and then after it was done, then they added a fresh batch of all of the ingredients that they want you to taste.
They did.
It kind of feels like the year would have almost made it into. Sounds like the year made it into a blank canvas, so they just added more to get the flavor they
Well,
wanted.
they aged it in the barrels that they previously did this same beer in. So, I don't know. I'm curious. Mm-hmm. I was going with She-Hulk, but sure, Joker. Yeah, solid. Solid.
Oh, you're doing the whole thing, right?
What made you guess?
Mostly that your whole head's covered in green. Yeah, mostly that.
I think it's a fantastic sour.
I think
a
it's
great
good.
example. Like you said, I could never drink that whole bottle by myself.
No, I feel bad because I'm gonna waste a portion of this bottle. This bottle's probably $20 no less.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. But, you know, we'll live.
Somebody's alimony died for this.
Or somebody paid alimony for it. Who knows?
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's
It's something.
fine.
It's something. So,
We're terrible. There's a dog.
We are too. I thought you're gonna dye the dog's hair next.
Yes.
We were watching the dog
Oh, did you watch the corgi
agility trials? Yeah, there were agility trials, and a bunch of dogs had pink tails.
Well,
No, we're
get rid
never
of your current dog and your current cat.
No.
Cats are better.
Probably your
Cats are
kid
not
get a
better.
fucking
Cats
corgi.
are not better.
Ah,
Cats are not
cats are
better.
better.
No,
I don't have
cats are not
cats.
better. No,
Cats.
cats are awful.
Cats are better.
Cats are awful.
Cats are amazing.
Alright, well, dogs versus cats, guys. If you see this video, feel free to comment if you like dogs or cats better. I think the argument here is that cats are easy because you don't have to do shit.
That's true.
Dogs require way more attention.
Cats will cuddle with you.
They're also typically more expensive.
Yeah,
You clearly have not seen the dog sleep with Amber lately over here.
She doesn't want to cuddle me.
Well, that's because you kick her out of your room all the time.
Dogs
If
cuddle
I
more than
let her in my
cats.
room, she's gonna start eating my trash.
Maybe, or, well, if you have
Maybe
less trash on the
clean the
fucking
trash off the
floor, this is
floor.
not a good argument.
My
This is not a good argument. No,
Then
this
where
is
is
not a
she,
good
where is she eating your trash from?
The trash can.
Interesting.
I wonder if there's a way to, like, make it so there's no trash in the trash can.
There
I've
could
been
be.
She
doing
takes it.
that. I take
There
it out
could be.
like every
Alright, let's get another beer.
Let's get another beer. Let's see. We'll get.
You gotta finish that somehow,
I
though.
wanted to
We
do
gotta
the,
get more glasses.
Oh, I'll finish it.
Let's do one from the other place now, from Leatherface or whatever.
Lengthwise,
Can you actually it's open?
blueberry or pomegranate?
Okay, it's 3 o'clock.
I kind of want to do the pomegranate.
Me too.
How long is it? 35 minutes?
Yes.
I'll set a timer.
Pomegranate kettle sour ale.
Ooh, you might actually like that. Huh?
No, we're moving. We're
No,
still
we're moving. See, let's see. Ingredients: water, barley, hops, yeast, pomegranate puree, and lactose.
Oh, it's a kettle sour ale with lactose. This is going to be so good.
It's
or
going to be
terrible.
yummy.
One of those two
That
things.
should be yummy.
I expect there will be
I think
very
it's
little
really
in
good.
between on
It's
this
really
beer.
good sour.
Very
I
little in
wouldn't mind
between.
it in a flight.
Right, like a 5 ounce quart, like maybe an 8 ounce is probably the max. But like a 5 ounce would be great. I think a bomber, if this is just a lot, you've got to drink something like this with fun. It's just weird because it's only 7.5. Usually you get that for like your 14s.
Yep. It's just a, it's just a big flavor. There's a whole lot of stuff.
Tell us about Lengthwise while you finish your other beer.
All right, so Lengthwise was my first stop going down to San Diego, and got there. Great facility, really long bar, about 50 or 60 seats inside, then a huge covered patio area.
Oh, that's big.
It was pouring rain.
That's a giant bar. 60.
It was no. Well, there was the giant bar plus 50 or
Plus
60
okay.
seats inside. Full menu. Had a good lunch. Had a great selection.
Did they have food there or was there food?
There was food there. Yeah, they had a very solid food menu. I had a chicken Caesar salad. It was very good.
Interesting choice for you.
I know, right? Unusual for me.
Did they
But,
lack
you
fried
know,
pickles?
a lack of hamburger or fried pickles. No, I had the cheese sticks.
Oh, okay.
I had cheese sticks too, because I had to kill 2 hours. So, but it was actually a great facility. It had a little retirement party going on while I was there. A bunch of MAGA folks though. So
You were in Bakersfield.
I was in Bakersfield.
So I
Yes.
mean, the MAGA folks is not all that surprising to be honest
not all
with
that
you.
surprising. The God bless Donald Trump hats. Yes.
So weird the dissonance between the idea of God and Donald Trump. It's very confusing.
Yeah, the connect there doesn't seem to make sense to me. But what do I know? Anyway,
I mean, probably
So-
probably more than most Christians in the religion
that's
side.
probably true.
Killing our audience here.
Also, so this one, 5.4% alcohol.
That's really, really low. That almost
Yes.
feels like it's lower than they wanted it to be.
It doesn't say anything else.
Sour. That's not true.
We've been getting a lot of Imperials.
No,
and
we
those
We
are
have
like
been getting
8s and
Imperials.
12s.
That's lower.
5 is low though. Like you've got to try to make a
You
5
can
here.
pour yours
For
while I finish
kettle
mine.
sours, that's not that low.
I don't think so either. It should be around 5.5 to
Most
6.
kettle sours are 5 to 6.
Oh no, man! I think you guys is crazy.
Well, we might be, but
We're not getting
it doesn't
imperial
change
here.
my
Have
answer.
you guys been drinking?
Yes.
I mean, I had a sip.
So does that get all the way through nice and deep in there?
Okay. By the way, I love this color. This looks
The color's really, really nice.
like a good pomegranate juice.
Almost, yeah, pomegranate juice, almost like a light cherry juice. It's really, really good color.
Very pretty.
That's really, really good. It looks like this. Hopefully you can see this on
Yes.
camera okay. It's a little dark.
It's actually a little dark on camera. This is much more pink. It's a light pomegranate juice because
Well,
real
impromptu
pomegranate
show
juice
today,
is
so we
actually
didn't put up the
very,
ring light, yeah.
very dark. Well, I like the tree background. It looks pretty.
I know, it's
So-
Christmas-ish.
It is
still.
Christmassy. It's Christmas time in Hollis, Queens.
It is not as fragrant as on the last one.
No, I don't imagine so.
Like for sure. Oh, familiar face in the front door. I just went outside.
I think she had to get one of them.
Mm.
So, cheers.
Cheers again. It definitely smells pomegranate, but it's not that heavy in the pomegranate smell. I haven't tasted yet.
Don't leave too much, because it's all over the back of town.
Huh?
I said don't leave too much.
Interesting. Might have been a mistake to do this one after that first one.
This is really light.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if the first one blew out my palate because this is very, very light.
Mm. I've got the pomegranate. Which one's gonna?
I get a little pomegranate, but not a lot. And I'm not getting a whole lot of lactose, frankly.
I think this is good, but I don't get the lactose at all. This one I could probably drink. Actually, this one I could probably drink the pint of. It's more likely we finish this one than the other one.
I would say this because to me, this has got more of a cider feel to it than it does.
It totally has a cider feel. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a sour at all, really.
It's certainly not a kettle sour because
pomegranate cider.
we're used to, fruity, juicy. And again, when you say lactose, I'm looking for some mouthfeel that I'm just not getting. It's good. It's got a good flavor.
It's good. The pomegranate flavor does come through. It is kind of like a little carbonated alcoholic palm, like palm.
Yeah.
Can't smell anything.
Like a palm juice. Yeah, it's light on the
Very
smell.
light.
The last one was a much heavier
It's not
beer.
good taste.
It does have a good taste. It's just light.
But
I mean,
again,
it's
would you
kinda cidery.
think this was a sour or a cider if you taste it?
If I wasn't told, I would think it was a cider.
Yeah.
Me too.
Which is fine.
That's
Which is, yes, there's nothing wrong with that. It's like I said,
It'd be a
it
good
is
cider.
It is very drinkable. We won't be dumping this one out
No, we're gonna drink this for
because it's not going to kill us. I'll probably finish the other one too, but that's
sure. We are gonna drink this. All right, so let's fill some more time. So let's see. You went to San Diego, so you did.
we did talk. We
two
talked
stops
about
in
San Diego.
Bakersfield. Oh, did we talk about San
Yeah, we
Diego?
did.
Oh, we did. You did. Tell
We did.
We
Yes,
skipped the
yes.
Bakersfield
But
part.
we should talk about Beer Week because plans have changed. We were originally talking about Beer Week, and now they've decided not to do the one central location in San Francisco.
Right. So Beer Week in 2022, San Francisco Beer Week in 2022 will not be having an opening gala again.
Nope. Well, not in San Francisco. Not one big opening gala.
Yes, and an opening gala. Instead, they're doing 5 opening events located throughout the Bay Area. So there'll be an East Bay one, a San Francisco one, a North Bay one, a South Bay one, and then I think I don't know. There's another like North, South, East. There's no West Bay because that's the ocean. There's definitely a 5th one. I just can't
I'm
think what it is
guessing there
now.
might be one towards San Francisco.
There's one in San Francisco for sure.
Right.
Then East Bay is San Leandro,
Right.
so that's basically pretty close. And then North Bay, South Bay, and I think there's one more, but I just can't remember where it is right now.
I would think so.
Do they do like northeast? Or
It might be like the standard. It might be like the San Mateo-ish area,
Could be.
kind of the in between bay.
But we probably will do the East Bay.
We'll go to this 21st Amendment one, I
Yeah.
think probably. The Bistro's Festival's back, so we might do that
The
this
double
year
IPA Fest
in Hayward.
in Hayward at the Bistro.
Can we do
That
We
event
haven't
is
gone. We
perfect.
haven't gone yet. We were
No,
gonna. That's what we were gonna do last year.
Yes. I've gone twice. The last time I went, there were over 50 different doubles,
It's really. It looks
and
really
more than
packed. The
half
photos
that
look
I
really
had never
packed.
tried before.
The photos tend to look really packed though.
Yes,
so.
it is. Well, the bar is smaller than your kitchen.
They took over the street.
The
for
whole
sure.
bar is smaller than your kitchen. They take over part of the street and sidewalk.
Yeah.
And then they do have some front seating area right outside along, where's that, Beach Street?
So we'd have to get there like 4 hours early.
A couple hours early. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. Then there's a pizza joint across the street.
There's
Get a
the sausage
pizza,
place we like.
sausage place down
So
the
we'd be
block.
drinking a whole bunch of beer
That really
before
good
the
coffee
beer.
place that producer D liked.
It's
Where
true.
we got the Vietnamese
Not that she's going to the. Well, she might designate a driver ticket it, I guess.
coffee.
If it's a double
It's a
fest,
double
IPA fest.
yeah, we would need a
Producer D
designated.
is taking us.
And then outside of
She
that,
just
they
didn't
haven't.
know it.
They have not released the rest of the schedule yet. People are still submitting things. I
Yeah.
expect that we'll hit a couple other things. I might take some random days off and just hit some stuff this year because I have way too much PTO right now. I'm hoping to hit at least one of the food pairings this year.
I want to do that for sure.
I don't even care how far I have to drive for it. I want to go hit one of the
Pomegranate.
big food pairings for dinner. I think Hen House might do one. They do one most years.
That would be good.
So I might
That
try
would
to
be
buy
good.
tickets for that. We can just take the day off or
That would be
whatever.
good. Well, I already took the Friday off for
I
sure.
got the Friday off for sure. But that's just the opening gala, and then I feel like we
And
should
then
like
Sunday.
we'll want one day off next week.
That's fine.
We can pick you up on the way. It's fine.
If you make it on a Wednesday or Friday,
Well, I don't know when we're talking about.
February.
February.
February. He did that to me too. He's like, I took the day off for the gala. I'm like,
It's the
more
same
specific?
every year. First weekend in February.
I know, it's killing me.
I don't fucking know that. I just know.
So anyway, so I was kind of disappointed that they're not going to have the gala. It was a lot of fun.
I know, we'll get there eventually. It's still, I think it's probably the right choice to not have it.
Considering the volume of people and stuff, this is the last one. It was all indoors and where it's at. Yeah, you're probably.
You can't really do a big outdoor event like that in San Francisco either, not at night,
No,
so
not-
it's too fucking cold.
No, not in February. Yeah, I agree.
So I don't think it's a big deal. It's gonna be fun either way. We'll find some other stuff. Hopefully next year it'll come back. When it comes back, we'll do the gala again. And that's the plan.
For sure. But I definitely do want to do one of the food pairings. And then isn't that the week? Is that the week they do the Girl Scout cookie pairing too?
Sometimes.
You know that dinner we keep wanting to get on that's on the bridge?
Yeah.
Something happened to the bridge.
What happened to the bridge?
I feel like it fell apart or something.
Tower Bridge in Sacramento broke?
I think so.
I might have to Google that.
I believe I saw a story on it.
Not that I ever get the goddamn tickets.
Tower Bridge.
Yeah, in Sacramento.
But there's only like 100 tickets for the whole damn event too. That's
Is that the one near J Street?
I don't know. I just know they do an annual dinner there.
They do a special farm to fork dinner there called Dinner on the Bridge actually every year, and it's a lottery to get tickets for it.
Tower Bridge Sacramento dinner.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the dinner. I'm always in the lotto for it. I never
Farm
get
Maybe
it.
it's the
Fork
wrong
Festival.
Tower Bridge, but
Yeah,
I
that's
swear
the
it
thing.
said
That's the thing.
Tower Bridge.
Sunday, September 11th.
Yeah, you have to sign up. It's like 4 months early. You got to put in a lotto. They pull names and you either get it or you don't. So
Don't see any news about it breaking.
Maybe it's the wrong.
maybe it's the real Tower Bridge that broke.
No.
We've been
London
there
Bridge?
too. We've been there.
Oh yeah, so this was the first time it was back. Was this last September? So I'm definitely down for that. Anyway,
Yeah, it
Tower
doesn't matter
Bridge.
if you're down because it's just so random to actually get tickets.
Tower Bridge not broken.
I will tell you when it
We
comes
don't
out,
know
those
that.
You as well,
Best evidence
you
we
as well can try to join it.
No, it was that bridge that they showed the picture of. I saw something on it.
Honestly, I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know, man. I just don't
Tower
know.
Bridge broken.
Okay, so let's start with some other stuff in the area. What else we talk about
Tower
here?
Bridge and then go to news.
Well, let's see.
What else we
Broken
talk
with
about?
no estimated times for repair 4 days ago.
What's broken though?
The Tower Bridge.
No, literally, they said the Tower Bridge when I saw it. Oh, it was on a Google News thing. I just didn't read it.
Yeah, she didn't read it.
All right.
That's not good.
No.
Like that's a pretty
We've been
main
trying to
thoroughfare.
we've been trying to get into that dinner for. I'm like, oh.
Caltrans says the electrical supply to the bridge's main motor went out last Friday night.
Oh shit! It can't rain.
The drawbridge, which means the drawbridge is stuck in the drawn down position.
Yeah.
Okay, so
the
people are
boats
still
can't
going
get
across the bridge.
Not
the
if
boats
they're
can get
working
through.
on it though.
Potentially.
No, it's electrical.
Cars are able,
Yeah.
still able to cross the span, but sailboats, riverboats, and other tall ships are currently unable to pass
I
underneath.
need one, but I don't care which. It's all good. I'll drink it too. I don't care.
Caltrans says the motor and broken electrical equipment dates back to 1930s when the bridge first opened.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
It was due to be replaced next summer.
Okay, so the death pool's winding up. We're only about 5 days.
Anyone
left
have
of the
Tower
death
Bridge on the death pool?
Yes.
It's not dead. It's just injured.
So I'm currently in the lead for the
I
death
saw
pool.
that. Yes. Mostly because you lucked out on one.
Yeah, big hit on Sarah Harding. Big hit on Sarah Harding. Yeah. Yeah. R.I.P. Sarah
Not
Harding.
Tanya Harding. Sarah.
So yeah, I'm in first. I might actually finally win my own death pool. So
Not Jeff. Not Jeff this year.
No, not Jeff this year. Not Jeff this year. He's in like 4th or something. He didn't have a good year this year.
He didn't have a good
I'm winning by about 7 points. Because of Tommy Lasorda, actually. Me and someone else had the same 3 people who died, and I also had Tommy Lasorda.
Well, someone else had Tanya Harding, or
Yeah, someone
Sarah
else had
Harding.
Sarah Harding. Well, she's pretty famous, and she had like fucking like stage 4 breast cancer.
That would do
Like
it.
it wasn't a stretch.
That would do it.
Yeah.
That is usually, that's a good strategy to go through the, cancer announcements for me.
That's pretty much exactly what I do. Yeah.
What?
Look for the celebrities who have been diagnosed with debilitating diseases in the last year. And then
You guys are
then I
awful.
pick them.
That seems like a fair.
I'm not allowed to participate.
It's because it's awful.
My producer D.
So new entries are due by January 7th. In
January
case you
7th.
see this video before the end of the year and you want to volunteer, or you want to get in, it's $20. You get into a private. You get into a private Facebook group. We don't tell anyone else who's on the list unless you signed up for the list at one time. So only the people that are also corrupted know that you two are corrupted.
That's true. It is not a public thing.
Not a public
Not a
thing.
public thing.
Winner take all.
Yep.
So I'm probably gonna win this thing. My fantasy day went good too.
Yes, you're
So
beating
far-
me. You're kicking the shit out
You're
of me.
done. You're like a 99%, 1%.
Yeah, it's
So
pretty much. It's pretty
I'm
much
pretty
over.
sure I'm gonna go 3-1 today, which is good because I had one matchup where I was literally a 45-point underdog, and I think I'm only gonna lose by like 5.
I'm
so
going.
I'll take
I'm going 1-2
Sort of.
in all my playoff games, losing to you by 40 points.
Yeah, I'm still 31% to win here, so I've still got a shot here. How's
Fantasy playoffs did not go well. Houston scoring 41 points with a backup quarterback who wasn't even on the roster at the beginning of the season.
James
Good job.
Mills.
Good
Well,
job.
dude, my season in this one is relying on Daryl Mooney and Cole Kmet. If you've seen any pictures of that Chicago game right now, it doesn't feel like a passer's paradise.
It does not. It does not. No, I've seen it. Yeah. And they're in Seattle.
Oh, is that in Seattle?
It's in
Chicago?
no. It's what everybody's thinking. No, that game is in Seattle.
It's
The
in
Northwest
Seattle.
is completely socked in with snow. Yeah. See,
That's
I'm
hilarious.
losing to you by
That's
40 points, despite having T. Higgins go for 40 and Joe Mixon go for 30. That's how bad my fantasy was today. And how good yours
All I
was.
hear
Mine was pretty good.
is
Because you
blah,
only
blah,
predicted for
blah,
like
blah,
120
blah.
points and I'm 160.
Yeah, I went pretty good. I blew up in a few spots, right? Like Adams, Allen,
Jackson.
Dude, I had Philadelphia. I had
Philly
Philadelphia
Eagles.
on my defense, and all 4 of the leagues I'm in the playoffs for still, right?
You did
And
good.
I had Matt Gay in 3 of the 4,
You did good.
right? And that was a 12 and a 16. That's a big deal.
That's a huge
like a big deal.
Yes.
You got -3 out of your defense. That is not good.
No, like I said, thanks to the Houston
Yeah, that's not
fourth
good,
string
not good.
quarterback scoring 40 points on the Chargers.
Not so good. You should have started Joe Burrow.
I don't have Joe Burrow.
That's true,
I had
you should have
Taysom
started
Hill.
if you had
I
him.
should have. Well, I had him in another league, and I
Yeah.
was using that one too.
So yeah,
Oh, no,
so
wait, no, that's the one
fantasy-
I'm winning.
So fantasy this year is nuts, right? Like
Yes.
on one of my
These last
teams,
few weeks have been
you
terrible.
look at my bench and it's like literally 4 people with COVID and 1 person with an injury, and it's a 6-person bench.
Yep.
I had a choice today between Craig Reynolds, Duke Johnson,
Yep.
and Amir Abdullah for my 2 starting running backs
Right for RB1 and 2.
in the semifinals of the playoffs.
Not good. Not good. Who'd you go with?
I went with Abdullah and
Did you see Abdullah
And,
fall
the other
waiting
guy.
for a touchdown?
I don't really watch football a lot these days unless I'm outside. I tend to just sort of play it.
First
back.
quarter, he's on his way
I
into the
know,
end
he
zone.
looked so good initially.
Stop. Let's put it this
Yeah. I mean, he ended up doing like not the worst ever. And then Craig Reynolds had a fine game too, as far as like they both got like 8 points or something stupid. So unless Duke Johnson blows up, like I won't have hurt myself a whole lot. But it's brutal. It's a brutal season for fantasy as far as most players go. I think.
I agree. Well, especially the last few weeks. Between COVID and everything else, it's just bad, yeah.
Everybody must have just got comfortable and just decided that COVID wasn't like a thing and just started going out and hanging out again.
Well,
Just
actually,
got?
what they're
In the
saying
NFL.
is in all pro sports, because they're testing everybody, once someone gets positive, they start testing everybody around them, and because everyone's getting tested, that's why there's so many positives.
Well,
And
definitely
the new
makes sense.
variant is more contagious but less deadly. So that's the other part.
So I did hear. So interesting note on that. I did hear on some podcast on it. The reason. So the Spanish flu of 1914, right? Killed like a lot of people. It was like the last really big flu pandemic.
Yep.
And it turns out the reason why the Spanish flu pandemic stopped was because a variant became in
Less
existence.
aggressive.
And this particular variant is actually more aggressively contagious,
But less aggressive
but less
overall.
virulent, right?
Yeah.
But it causes many things.
Right.
So that just spread out and became the predominant variant throughout the entirety of the world. So most people got a little bit of sick, but it didn't like die. And that is why the Spanish flu stopped in the age before
I'm sure
vaccines.
you heard about that too.
So the same thing might sort of be happening with Omicron in that it is apparently more contagious, but it's also not putting as many people in the hospital. So that's probably a good sign.
They're saying. Yes. Well, we can hope.
But I mean, the question then becomes: do your natural antibodies to Omicron work against Delta or whatever the next one is, right? Like, Zeta or whatever, right?
Once we
Like,
get
will the natural antibodies like make a difference in that? This is kind of
It'll
the
be
question.
curious to see.
So we shall see.
But it could also be that if enough people get this version of it, that it won't keep mutating quite as quickly. Who knows? That's where science is
All right. So we want to play some games. We can stream us just playing games, so we can watch us talk shit to the girls. I'm kidding. We're on opposite teams.
Yes.
Or we can just stop the stream. It doesn't matter to me either way.
No, we can do that.
We can stop.
User
the
D
stream.
doesn't want to be on the.
She wouldn't be. She would just be throwing cards. All right, we'll
I'll
stop.
throw cards.
It's fine. We'll stop. All right, well, thank you guys for joining us or watching the video.
Check us out next week. We're gonna be doing some barrel-aged stouts. Don't know if you want to do them New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. I figured we should do a New Year's Eve stream.
We can do a New Year's Eve
barrel-aged
stream.
stout.
Yeah.
That way you have the whole day to recover, because then you work again on Monday.
No, I don't. Monday's the 3rd.
What's your point?
We-
Oh, yeah, you don't
we
work.
do it on,
But he works.
right, but so we would have the whole 2nd, even if we did New Year's Day, because New Year's Day is on Saturday.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Look, we're
Good
gonna
point.
stream again
I
next
was
week.
hitting my days
Yes,
wrong.
we'll do an easy show one way or another. Especially once we get shit faced.
We might do an Instagram feed on New Year's Eve.
Right.
It's a little
Don't-
We
easier.
should be. I think we should multicast.
Well, we need 2 phones. So
Sign.
yeah, we can totally do it.
We have.
We have multiple phones.
Because I have my old ex.
We should. We'll multicast. We're gonna multicast next week.
That's
We're
right.
gonna be on Twitch and on Instagram. So
Right.
you'll see us in landscape if you watch Twitch and portrait if you watch Instagram.
That's right. That's how we roll.
Also, we'll be drinking beer,
Lots of beer.
and we might even film us playing cards because that's got to be super exciting.
I think it is. We get the overhead camera.
We should. Yeah, the 3rd stream.
The 3rd. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
We can stream hearts.
Oh my
Yes,
God,
and
I
listen
hate
to
that
producer
game.
D just screaming, you know.
That's the best part.
It is the best part.
Fuck this game.
Fuck this game. Thank you for joining
Thank you
us.
for joining us.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
We'll see you guys next week.
I can't see it.